My name is Brandon and welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see in here, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button so you stay notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, let's get straight on with today's video. Hey everyone and welcome back to Is That More Brandon. So in today's episode, I'm going to be doing a review to the 35th episode of Love Island. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. At the beginning of the episode, Tom said that obviously Sammy looked fuming and Will said that he felt like he was going to be in the doghouse tonight as well. Sammy obviously did a cheers to being 23, cheers to an interesting evening and cheers to finding out the truth, with Tom saying that that was a little bit of a weird speech. So obviously knew that kind of he was going to be in trouble. Will and Jessie had a quick chat and he said that he was really sorry, with Jessie replying saying that he played two girls in that situation, and she also went on to say that when she cries, he is the first person that she wants to talk to, and she wanted to come back and tell him that she loved him, but she's obviously glad that she didn't. With Casey and Claudia, she obviously said that telling two girls the same thing and hearing one thing from the girls is a little bit weird. So about how he wants to be with them on the outside and get to know them a little bit more was obviously not great, and obviously, like she said, she heard it from the girls rather than him directly, and he obviously said, that's how I knew that I liked you, because I was obviously standing there on my own. He was just trying to, again, like with the Tom situation, he was trying to just get to know someone else just in case it was better than what he already had. With Lana, Ron and Shaq, Lana basically said that Ron was kind of seen as the instigator of egging the other boys on, and she said that she felt like he should have backed Sammy a little bit more, with Ron saying, how have I been dragged into this, saying that he didn't feel like he was an instigator and he wasn't egging the boys on, he was just telling them that if they wanted to explore, this was the time that they could obviously explore to get to know. Didn't necessarily mean you had to go snogging everyone, it just meant talk to a few other people, see if anyone's your type. Tom and Sammy had a quick chat and she said that she's obviously heard his side of the story, and she's now obviously heard Lydia's side of the story, and she said that he seemed to be downplaying the situation, making her feel like an idiot. He said that he massively messed up, prayed for a second chance to prove he is trustworthy, with Sammy saying to the girls that it's now so hard to believe him because he's kind of just kept making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. Ron had a quick chat with Sammy and just said, look, I'm sorry this all happened on your birthday, and that anything else that those three girls have said was just because they were purely emotional or the fact that they weren't picked. He also said to Sammy that she should put him on the naughty step but definitely take him back because he is a genuine guy and he genuinely does like Sammy, hence why his head hasn't really turned any more times. Will and Shaq also had a quick chat, with Shaq saying that he's still in love with Tanya, but he hasn't obviously spoken to her tonight. And then Tom, Will and Shaq had a quick chat, with Tom saying that he was going to fight for Sammy, he's not interested in anybody else. Jessie said to Sammy and Lana, has she overreacted in the situation or whether she should just let him back in the bed, and I think Sammy basically said no, like you haven't overreacted, and like keep yourself like where you know your where your strengths are, so continue telling him no, make him go down to the doghouse and make him learn his lesson. Tom also had a quick chat with the boys and said that Sammy had said he had downplayed the situation, and Olivia said that she's been through many of frogs in here and now she may have finally found her prince. Martin said that he kind of needed a 100% answer. Ron said the way that Shaq has conducted himself has been really good, with Tanya and Martin from Castle and Moore, and Olivia said to the girls that she also wants to have an apology from Kai about how he spoke to her when the two of them were at the fire pit. Shaq said to Tanya that I want you to be happy, don't be upset, and I think this is when she was just chilling in the pool. He came over, kind of knelt down, they had their little quick exchange of words, and Sanam basically asked Tanya where her head was really at. She said that there seemed to be a lot of things in common between her and Martin, but that he's not Shaq, and they do have things that they need to work on. Lana said if your heart is with Shaq, then that's it. And Sammy said that obviously what happened between the two of you is repairable. Maxwell and Olivia had a quick chat as well, and Olivia said that Claudia forgiving Casey was a little bit too quick, and Maxwell said that he felt like Kai and Sanam would work, with Olivia adding that Kai only recoupled because otherwise he would have been in a vulnerable position because he would have known Olivia would have recoupled and that would have left him single. Olivia also said that she's not buying the situation between him and Sanam and that she can see straight through it. Kai and Sanam then had a quick chat and he basically said he wasn't going to apologise to Olivia, and she said that she likes people to be civil, she doesn't enjoy the drama, and Kai said that pretty much everyone in the villa is a hypocrite apart from Sammy and Jessie. Will and Jessie had a quick chat outside in the gym and they both said that they are there for each other, and Tom said to Will that he was going to write a poem for Sammy at the fire pit, with Will saying he wanted to tell Jessie how she makes him feel. Will said that his plan for tonight was to obviously make Jessie smile. So I think both Tom and Will knew that they had to graft, knew that they had to grovel. So they both came up with their little situation of how to, win over their girls, I guess. We then saw Claudia waxing Tom's eyebrows, Tom asking Kai if he'd spoken to Olivia yet, and Kai basically saying no, we're going to both do our own things. And Tom and Will having a quick chat, with Tom saying that he wanted to let Sammy know that his head was definitely not turning. Sanam did a cheers, and she said, cheers to a good night, good vibes and good friendships, with Shaq telling Kai that he's not going to forgive and forget what happened with Tanya. And then obviously he saw her and Martin go to the terrace. Martin saying to Tanya that today felt a little bit weird for him. He felt like there was a little bit of distance between the two of them. And Tanya said that there is still more to get to know about him. He said that he doesn't have a definitive answer. Tanya then went on to say that she doesn't have a definite answer for him as to whether she's going to go for him or Shaq, and that she's never going to get 100% of her because obviously half of her is still over there with Shaq. So I think this basic situation was just, Martin wanted to know where his place was with Tanya. He didn't want to be seen as that like stepping stone. He also didn't want to be embarrassed. So he just was like to her, is your heart and head with me or is it elsewhere? With Tom and Sammy, he said that he genuinely felt like the two of them could work on the outside. And Sammy said that it felt like they were just getting started. His little rhyme, which is what he'd planned with Will. So some of the lines included, when I first saw you in that green dress, I knew that I would be a hot mess. With Sammy saying, oh my god, it rhymes. He then continued saying lovely things, and her reply was, that's the nicest thing anyone has done for me. And he said that he's got a lot of making up to do. Sammy then had a quick chat with Sanam, Claudia and Jessie, saying that he wrote her a poem about how much he loved her, and Jessie said that he messed up, but I don't think he would do that again. With Will and Lana, Lana said to him, stand at the bridge and you should tell her something that you like about Jessie, and they should get everyone involved. And she basically said some sort of flash mob, and Will said there were 13 people in the villa, so there's 13 reasons that I have to work out why I love Jessie. And Lana said it would be nice for everyone to do something for the two of them both, and then actually said to the camera that she had kind of instigated this plan. So I think she's quite good, and I think her and Will get on really, really well as friends. So obviously every time he's kind of messed up, or every time he's been in a bit of a situation, she's been there with a great idea. And then obviously Will took Jessie to the terrace. Everyone ran down the stairs and out of the kitchen into their little places with their Love Island phones. And one by one they went down the line, with each of them saying a line of what Will would say to Jessie, with Tanya's final line being, and Will wants to say to you, and then Will saying, Jessie, I really do love you. So obviously we saw her laugh, we saw her giggle, and then that's when the episode ended. So yeah, that was episode 35. So if you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. There will be another episode coming soon, and we are now in the final week of Love Island. So from now, Casa Amor is finished. We've got one final week left. So let me know down in the comments, who are your winners, who are your runner-ups, who do you think is going to go out next. So until then, thank you for watching and goodbye.